Code and Corners, Code and Corners, Code and Corners.
Welcome back to Code and Corners, Motorcycle App, Episode 4, More Setup, Code and Node. We've got 3 episodes up already, and we are 1 episode away from getting our app working locally on our laptop. Quick reminder of our end goal. By episode 9, we are going to allow you to press a button on your handlebars to send a notification from your app on your phone to a loved one. Today's goal, we're going to be installing some software via terminal, we're going to be installing the code editor, and we're going to be running an empty web server locally to prove the installation. First installation, NVM. We're going to hit NVM on Google and it's going to take you to a GitHub repo. It takes quite a while to load, it's quite big, quite a lot of contributors. If we scroll down, we hit what's called a README and it has a description of what it's about. And you'll see that I highlighted commands that we want to copy, a curl command that we're going to run in our terminal window. You may be in the same predicament as me, where you run the command and it indicates that you're missing a file. There's several files that it says you might be missing, but you just need to add one. So there, within your main folder structure, within your name, within macOS, you have some hidden files you may not realize. If you press Command Shift dot or full stop, you'll show these hidden files. In order to install NVM, we need to create a blank hidden file in order for NVM to pass in some parameters inside of it so that the installation works. You can see on the screen, I'm creating a blank text edit document, changing the extension, setting the file name to .zshrc, and saving it in the location you can see here. You can run the NVM command again, and it should install successfully. We're then going to run a couple of quick commands, which I'll put on the screen to finally install Node. I've got one final command for you to run. This will prove the installation by booting up an empty website server, which we'll use in a later episode in this series. Nice and easy installation. We'll be installing one of the desktop apps called VS Code Editor. Search for it on Google. Install it on your macOS. Simply via that button there, or follow the instructions on screen. Once installed, it'll look something like this when open. And in summary, you've got everything installed, ready for episode 5. You've got Node, npm, npx, VS Code Editor, and you've actually run a web server locally. And on the next episode, you will finally be writing some code. You'll be creating the first iteration of the app that I showed in episode 1 and running it locally on your machine. On to the next.